The fourth round of the Greatest Champion Series honors the 4-win champions. And the first race takes us to Martinsville Speedway, where Dale Earnhardt in 1991 claimed his first victory en route to what will be his 5th championship. In race 1, 1969 David Pearson wins, with 62 Weatherly second and 88 Elliott third. In the back is Alan Kulwicki's 1992 championship, along with Lee Petty's 59 and Pearson's 68. For race 2, Herb Thomas 1953 wins, with David Pearson 66 and second. Dale Earnhardt Sr. 87 finishes third, and in the back, Cale Yarborough 76, Kurt Busch 04, and Jeff Gordon 97 round out the back of the field. The second race takes us to North Wilkesboro Speedway, where in the first race, Joe Weatherly 1962 claims victory over 72 and 71 Richard Petty. In the back, Jimmie Johnson 08 finishes last, with Brad Keselowski 2012 in 30th and David Pearson 69 in 29th. For race 2 in North Wilkesboro, Lee Petty 1954 claims victory. Terry Labonte 96 and Terry Labonte 84 claims second and third, with Matt Kenseth in 4th. 30th is Dale Earnhardt 1990 and Tony Stewart 2011. Bobby Isaac also finishes back here in 28th. Race 3 of the 14-race round takes us to Bristol Motor Speedway, where Cale Yarborough's 1977 claims the victory in the first race. Buck Baker 56 claims second, and Tim Flock 52 is third. In the back, Kyle Busch 2019 claims last, with Darrell Waltrip 82 second to last, and Jimmie Johnson 08 third. In the second race, Dale Earnhardt 1987 claims victory, with Bobby Isaac 1970 rebounding and getting second. Lee Petty 58 is third, and in last place is 1997 Jeff Gordon. Terry Labonte 1996 also falls back and finishes second to last, and Joey Logano 2022 is third to last. After race 3, we can begin to tell who is in danger of being eliminated. A 3-way tie at the Cup position has Alan Kulwicki, Jeff Gordon 97, and Kurt Busch 04 all in danger of being eliminated. Brad Keselowski 2012 is also far back, and Darrell Waltrip 82 and Tony Stewart 05 are clinging on to staying in. The next race takes us to Daytona International Speedway, where Dale Earnhardt Sr. 1993 claims victory over Cale Yarborough 77 and Martin Truex Jr. 17. In the back, a bunch of Pettys finish poorly. Richard Petty 75, Lee Petty 59, and Richard Petty 71 all round out the back of the field. For race 2, Dale Earnhardt 1990 wins, with Jeff Gordon 98 in second and Jimmie Johnson 07 in third. Herb Thomas 53 finishes last this time, with Bobby Isaac 70 second to last and Buck Baker 57 third to last. With 10 races left, 2011 Tony Stewart is last in standings. He's behind Richard Petty 75, his other counterpart in Stewart 05, Johnson 08, and Brad Keselowski 12, all looking at elimination. Kulwicki 92 is just above the cut line by only 4 points, and Waltrip is only ahead of him by 2. Johnson 09, Rusty Wallace 89, and Jeff Gordon 97 are also all in danger as well. The next race for the round takes us to Michigan International Speedway, where Bill Elliott claims victory over Cale Yarborough and Dale Earnhardt Sr. 1994. Bobby Allison 1983 is 4th, and in the back, Richard Petty 1972 puts up another poor run. Darrell Waltrip 1982 is back here, along with Brad Keselowski 2012. In race 2, Bobby Labonte 2000 claims victory over 1990 Earnhardt. Richard Petty 1979 is 3rd, and 30th is 1958 Lee Petty. He finishes just behind Kurt Busch 04, and 1966 David Pearson finds himself back here, along with Bobby Isaac in 27th. 5 races in now, and in last place is Brad Keselowski in points. He's behind 82 Waltrip and 92 Kulwicki, both now looking at nearly 50-point gaps to getting back into the field. At the cut line, it's a 1-point gap between Kurt Busch 04 and Richard Petty 75, along with Johnson 08 only being 3 points ahead of both of them. After this race, both of Tony Stewart's remaining titles have found themselves back above the cut line now. Race 6 takes us to Charlotte, where Cale Yarborough 1977 claims victory over 71 Petty. Dale Jarrett 1999 gets 3rd, and in the back, 82 Waltrip and 92 Kulwicki continue their hole digging. In race 2, 1998 Jeff Gordon wins over 57 Buck Baker and 79 Richard Petty. Last place is Benny Parsons, putting up his first poor run in the round, and 1970 Bobby Isaac continues his downward slide. 6 races in and 8 races to go. 82 Waltrip is last now, as Brad Keselowski 2012 moves up above him, but he's still nearly 50 points back. Tony Stewart 2011 is the last one in, only 7 points over 04 Kurt Busch. 68 David Pearson makes an appearance now in this bottom 10, as it becomes anyone's guess as to who's going to be eliminated. Worldwide Technology Raceway at Gateway is our next race, with race 1 having Cale Yarborough 1978 win over 55 Flock and 81 Waltrip. And last is 1975 Richard Petty, along with 1959 Lee Petty and 89 Rusty Wallace. For race 2, 1965 Ned Jarrett beats 53 Herb Thomas, and 98 Jeff Gordon gets third. And last is 2011 Tony Stewart, now helping his cause to try and get above the cut line. 1973 Benny Parsons is second to last, and 84 Terry Labonte is third to last. Halfway through the round now, with 7 races down and 7 to go, sees Darrell Waltrip last along with Alan Kowicki right above him. They both sit about 60 points behind Richard Petty 75, who is the last guy in, and Kurt Busch is the first one out, 12 points behind him. The next race in the round takes us to Las Vegas Motor Speedway, where in race 1, Cale Yarborough 1977 wins over 71 Richard Petty. 88 Bill Elliott puts up another good run at a 1.5 miler, and in last is Buck Baker's 1956 season, along with 82 Waltrip. In race 2, 1954 Lee Petty wins, with 22 Joey Logano and 21 Kyle Larson second and third. And last is Kyle Busch 2015, with Jeff Gordon 1995 behind him. 1970 Bobby Isaac is third to last, putting up yet another poor run. He is, however, not in the bottom 10 as we move to 6 races to go. Darrell Waltrip 1982 is still last, with Alan Kowicki second to last. Jimmie Johnson 09 is the first one in, 16 over Kurt Busch's 04. Rusty Wallace 89 is again fighting for his life. In 1973, Benny Parsons seems to have put himself in a decent spot, for now at least. The last single points race takes us to Phoenix Raceway, where Jimmie Johnson 06 wins race 1. Dale Jarrett 99 gets second, and Dale Earnhardt 1994 gets third. And last is Dale Earnhardt's 93 version, along with 2010 Jimmie Johnson and 1982 Darrell Waltrip. Race 2 sees 1998 Jeff Gordon win, with 49 Red Byron behind him and Gordon's 01 version in third. 30th is Benny Parsons 1973, practically erasing that cushion we talked about earlier. Buck Baker's 57 is second to last, along with Isaac's 73rd to last. With 5 races to go and only double and triple points races ahead, people like Darrell Waltrip, Alan Kowicki, and Brad Keselowski are all going to be looking to try and dig themselves out of their 25 to 30 point hole. Rusty Wallace is still clinging on as Jimmie Johnson's 2010 holds a 1-point lead over Tony Stewart's 2011 to advance to the next round. Rockingham Speedway's place of the first double points race this round, and Cale Yarborough's 1977 wins, with Dale Earnhardt's 86 in second and Elliott's 88 in third. Rusty Wallace's 1989 finishes last this time, putting him in serious danger of being eliminated, and Buck Baker's 56 and Jimmie Johnson's 08 finish back there as well. Race 2 sees Bobby Labonte's 2000 win, with Herb Thomas's 53 in second and Kyle Larson's 21 in third. Last place is 65 Ned Jarrett, with 73 Parsons just ahead of him, and 01 Gordon in third to last. 4 races remain now, and Darrell Waltrip's 1982 is over 100 points behind the cutoff. Rusty Wallace's 89 is now under the cut line, along with Benny Parsons' 73. Kowicki's moved up, but he's still going to need some help in order for him to advance. And Brad Keselowski's 2012 is the first one out. Indianapolis Motor Speedway marks the second double points race. And in race 1, Richard Petty's 1971 wins over Cale Yarborough's 77 and Petty's 72 iteration. Last is 56 Buck Baker. Baker's been putting on some poor runs as of late, and now he could possibly be in danger of being eliminated. Tim Flock's 52 and 55 finished back in the bottom 4, and is insulating Lee Petty's 1959 in the back of the field. For race 2, 1998 Jeff Gordon wins over 87 Earnhardt and 90 Earnhardt. Red Byron's 49 finishes 4th. Terry Labonte's 1996 finishes last this race, with Tony Stewart's 05 second to last. Parsons' 73 is 3rd to last. With 3 races to go, Darrell Waltrip's 82 sinks even deeper, 150 points back. Parsons now is almost 100 back, and Kowicki is now 80 back. Lee Petty's 59 makes an appearance below the cut, and Buck Baker's 56 is now a complete panic. Race 12 takes us to Richmond Raceway, where the top 2 is shut out for race 1 by Cale Yarborough's 78 and Cale Yarborough's 77. Bobby Allison 83 finishes 3rd, and in last place is 55 Tim Flock, backing up another poor run. 2 David Pearson titles find themselves back here, and in race 2, Red Byron claims victory over Jeff Gordon 98 and Bobby Isaac 1970. Isaac's turned it around as of late, and is nowhere near the cutoff line. Tony Stewart's 2011 though finishes last, and now is under the cut line. Benny Parsons' 73 puts himself even lower, and Terry Labonte's 84 puts himself in panic as well. With 2 races to go, Waltrip, Parsons, and Kowicki seem almost certain to be eliminated. Jimmie Johnson's 09 is only 8 points away from not being eliminated, and Tony Stewart's 2011 is 6 points away from advancing. Buck Baker's 56 is the last man in, but he's going to need some good runs in order to keep himself in it. Talladega Superspeedway sets up the penultimate race in the round. Dale Jarrett 1999 wins race 1, Richard Petty 72 finishing second. Martin Truex's 17 gets third, and in last place is 82 Waltrip. 69 Pearson second to last. In 2012, Brad Keselowski puts himself back in panic. In race 2, Tony Stewart 05 wins over 03 Matt Kenseth, and Terry Labonte 96 is there as well. In last is 76 Cale Yarborough, a surprise as a lot of the Yarborough championships have been doing very well. Tony Stewart's 2011 is back here now, also putting himself in panic, and Kurt Busch's 04 is third to last. Going into the last race of the round, Darrell Waltrip is not eliminated, although he is 250 points back, but he would need a borderline miracle to make it. Benny Parsons is about 100 points back, but he would also need a lot to have happen in order for him to advance. Alan Kulwicki's 92 is really one of the first guys that could easily leap his way back in, along with Tony Stewart's 2011 and Jimmie Johnson's 09. Kurt Busch holds on right now by roughly 50 points over Johnson, and Brad Keselowski's 2012 along with Buck Baker's 56 are two of the biggest contenders of being eliminated. 30 drivers in total are not locked in coming into this race, and all could be a threat in a triple points race. The last race is at Darlington Raceway, where in race 1, Cale Yarborough wins, with Cale Yarborough 78 finishing second. Jimmie Johnson 06 is third, and Tim Flock 55 is fourth. A driver finishing poorly and not doing what it took to make it is 1982 Darrell Waltrip. It was pretty evident early on that Waltrip was not going to advance. There was opportunities for him to strike, but each time he was stricken down, and now his 12-win season is eliminated from the greatest champion. For race 2, 1998 Jeff Gordon wins, along with 57 Buck Baker and 87 Dale Earnhardt. The driver finishing second to last in points, not being able to make it work, is the last place finisher of race 2, Benny Parsons. Parsons was close to elimination on various occasions over the last couple rounds, but now he's not going to be able to do it. He fought hard in a single championship by one of NASCAR's greats, is going to be eliminated from the greatest champion. Besides Parsons not being able to make it in the second race, Kurt Busch also couldn't do it either. Kurt's championship made it farther than probably what a lot of people thought, considering that he was probably considered a weak champion in the early years of the chase formats. And even here, while he's getting eliminated, he proved that he was not one of the worst championships. Ahead of him is another chase championship, 2011 Tony Stewart. Stewart had all 3 championships make it to at least the third round, and now one was eliminated in that round, and his second of 3 gets eliminated in this round. The only one that stands now is his 05 season, as Tony's 2011 Owners' Championship that he claimed for himself is eliminated from the greatest champion. And lastly, not making it by 20 points is the great 1956 year by Buck Baker. Baker was the first back-to-back champion, and this was the first championship of those 2 years. He really was never in contention to be eliminated in any of the rounds beforehand, but put up a disastrous run this time around. And now, with 14 races down and a triple points race out of the way, he's eliminated from the greatest champion. That round 4 is over. I will now be moving on to round 5, a 3-part coverage of that round, as round 5 will probably have the most races considering there is 12 5-win champions. That round will also see a crazy 12 eliminations of our 56 remaining greatest champions. With that, hope people enjoyed, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you people in the future. Take care.